everybody. So we finally went and did it. We made porno? No. Because we're in a bed. I couldn't resist. I'm getting the evil eye. It doesn't quite show up there, but anyways, no, we finally started watching Stranger Things. So we're going to do this episode by episode. We just saw the disappearance of Will Beyers, the first episode. Mm-hmm. It's awesome, dude. So heads up, if you haven't seen the show, this is all spoilers. We're just going to talk episode by episode. Don't spoil anything ahead of this episode, please, because we're only going to get through so many tonight. But yeah, dude, even like pre-titles, I was sold. I was right in on this thing. Mm-hmm. What'd you think overall?
It is very 80-licious.
Yeah, in the best of all ways. I even joke, like, I'm not like into the like hipster VHS thing. Like, I'm all about like pristine quality Blu-ray, all that kind of stuff. But this is one of those rare exceptions where I really feel like I would be happy to watch this on a VHS tape with all the crap, all the crap artifacts you get and all that.
Although we were joking that given that this movie's set in 1983, that makes protagonist is about at least twice as old, maybe 3 times. Actually,
well, they're in middle school, so
12, yeah. So like 3 times older than we were at that.
Yeah, we would have been 4 roughly, depending on what month this was set in. I don't know if it said the month, but
November.
Okay, so I guess we might have been. Yeah, we would have been 4. Yeah.
Our birthday's in April.
I know. It's tricky sometimes. But yeah, no, really, really like it. Great casting going on in here. I love the main kids that they feel like real kids and they don't seem like they're out of central casting. It's not like a Disney movie where it's like, oh, look at the perfect everything. Like they look like real kids and they're very distinctive in that way. Like they're memorable. Like you remember what each kid looks like and everything. So it's pretty easy, even if you can't remember character names, to be like this one or that one.
I just about made a joke.
Well, I mean,
well, it's just like I'm not sure if they have a future in CW, but
maybe not in CW. But I tell you what, if they keep at their craft, they're going to have a future as actors because they are selling it, every single one of them. So 11 is interesting. We haven't seen much. I can't tell. Again, don't spoil. But it looks like she used her powers to like shoot forks into the agents' heads or whatever. Because it was interesting, that guy at the diner, we were driving ourselves crazy trying to figure out who he was, because we've just seen him in a lot of little bit things, apparently. Mm-hmm. I think he reminds me of John Doran Boss on AGT right now.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say she's a telekinetic.
Yeah, she clearly has some connection to machinery at the very least, so very, very cool. Music is fantastic. I already want the score. It really reminds me of like Halloween 3 quite a bit. Kind of, it has that. I know you may not.
They had Toto in Halloween 3?
I mean the score. I'm not talking about the soundtrack. Although the soundtrack's pretty awesome too. For some reason, The Rains in Africa was making me giggle. And just watching the 80s courtship of the sister and the Steve, the popular kid, that's the word I'm looking for. I just thought that was kind of cute and charming, and then that it wouldn't really fly today, I don't think. It's a different attitude today, but
no, I can totally see some of those tactics still being used.
Yeah. No, I mean, tactics being used. I don't know that people would be as charmed by them, though. Adults wouldn't be as charmed, but still very cool. This is dripping with 80s. Mm-hmm. Every bit of the design, the production design, the cars, the clothes, what they're drinking. Just even seeing like the sheriff walking into the police precinct with smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Or the
cigarettes
police chief, I guess.
Everywhere.
Yeah, cigarettes everywhere.
It's just so weird to see these days.
It really is. You forget how not used to that. You don't realize how not used to that you've become till you start seeing it all over the place again.
Yeah. It's kind of like when you walk into a restaurant that has a smoking section, you're like, wait, what?
Right, like this still exists somewhere? But yeah, Winona Ryder's fantastic. I'm really feeling for her and the older brother. Her meltdown is working for me very, very well. It's awesome. I love it. You guys are right. It is amazing. I knew it would be amazing, but still, you guys are right. Trailers looked amazing. I can't believe we're only 1 episode in. Hopefully we'll get at least 3 more in this session. I think we'll at least probably do 2, but we might get halfway. I don't know. We got a little bit later start than we thought, but they're not full hours, so we'll see how we go. But yeah, very excited to see where it goes. There were some good jump scares and some actual like horror and tension in the beginning too. Some good creepy moments.
I don't know. The thing in the lab with all the wires and stuff.
Yeah.
A little bit of a Guyver feel for me, actually.
See, now I'm not as familiar with that, but I was getting a Resident Evil feel. Was what I was getting.
I'm not
so
familiar.
Right, exactly. So that's
after the laser grid, I went nope.
Oh yeah. Well, and I mean, it does have a little bit of the Resident Evil movie, but also the Resident Evil games for me. But again, not really your cup of tea.
Hairless dogs, nope.
They weren't.
Skinless
Yeah, I was gonna say they weren't just hairless.
Yeah.
But yeah. But no, I'm really digging it. The lab stuff is cool. The chief, the leader of the lab, he hasn't said a word yet, but that guy, I know him. I just gotta figure out from where.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he's gonna be an annoying ass, I'm sure, in the best of all villainous ways. Very, very reminiscent of everything from like the Goonies. Okay, laying back like this may not be the best way to shoot these. The Goonies to Monster Squad. She said she got a little Flight of the Navigator in there. I've gotten a little bit of Explorers, which I was rewatching lately, but it's just really hitting all those vibes for me, and I'm really digging on that. It is taking me back. That's why I'm saying, like, if I would actually watch this like on a crappy VHS copy with like tracking issues and everything, and other than actually having a beautiful woman by my side, I would feel like I was, 4 or 5 years old again. So, well, it's true. But yeah, anything else you got on this one?
I'm sorry, now I'm just thinking about the person who took the Game of Thrones and recut it as a 90s VHS.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So nothing to do with this episode.
No, nothing.
All right. Well, you know the drill. Don't spoil beyond this, but if you want to talk about episode 1 or anything in it, you can do that down in the comments. We're happy to geek out with you. Hit that thumbs up button. Encourage us thumbs up more. We'll get through all these as soon as we can. Subscribe if you're new here. We do all kinds of nerdy, geeky stuff every single day on the Eric Butts channel. Share with your friends. If you're cool, they're cool. And if you're watching this, you're fucking cool because this is my kind of jam. And other than that, you want to support the channel, see it grow, get more videos, check out the link to Patreon down below. You might like what you find, you might not. Up to you. All right, well, we're going to get out of here, and we will see you guys later.